Hello. Look who it is, everybody. It's a casserole. We interrupt your regularly scheduled kitten watching because Cassidy wanted to say hi. We just had a snack. And now we've got places to be. Places to be. Oh. No. Wait. Where is it? You can hear it's pouring rain right now. Very rainy. So Cassie's been great, as you can see. He is requiring many hours of physical therapy every day. Because it's pretty difficult to do the amount of stretching that needs to happen. And he's not always super compliant about it, are you? Because sometimes you just want to play with your ribbons. But the goal remains to salvage his knees. I think we will find out possibly on Tuesday, or possibly, well, I actually should confirm that, but we'll find out sometime next week if he's made any progress with his range of motion, which is what we're working on. He has about, so where a normal cat's stifle, or the knee joint, basically would bend to about a 20 or 30 degree angle, Cassidy only gets to like 125 at the most. So we have quite a bit of work. We have about 100 degrees range of motion that needs to be added. So since, like right now, he's reinforcing hyperextension, it's not sufficient to just do, a couple of sessions of manual stretching throughout the day. He has to be held in a flexed position for a number of hours. So there are no devices in existence that do this, because it's quite difficult for a number of reasons. But I have used many of the things that you guys sent to make a sort of contraption that, if he will tolerate me putting it on and not be too squirmy, then it does work. It's just the problem is that he's a 4-month-old kitten, and all he wants to do is climb things and get into trouble, and you can't do that when you have a cart attached to you. So he's trying his best to thwart me, but I'm not giving up, much to his dismay. This is live, yes. It is November 12th. I have a shortage of computers set up at the moment, so that's why I just thought that I would surprise everyone on the tip feed with a little Cassidy time. He was over here all day today, and since he wasn't particularly compliant about his cart this morning, I tried to hold him and do manual stretching for the same amount of time, but it's pretty difficult. It's pretty difficult. So I don't know what the outcome will be, but I'm trying the best I can. But if you don't see me for hours and hours at a time, that's because I'm doing stretches. Even when I get him in the cart, I can't leave him unattended at all, because he will have himself into some sort of predicament within seconds. That's what Cassidy's doing. They're very scampy. Full of scampy goodness. What? So I'm trying to tire him out now so that he will be a little more, perhaps a little more relaxed in his contraption. What did they call that medieval torture device where they stretch you? Kind of like that. No, it's not like that at all, but he doesn't like being restrained, because I seem to have possibly maybe spoiled him just a teeny tiny bit. And so he doesn't like being told what to do. No, he doesn't. And he doesn't like anyone messing with his stumps. Sometimes he doesn't mind. When he's relaxed, he doesn't mind, but when he's wound up, he just wants to do kitten stuff. But we need to get the knees flexing so that they can have the potential to function. That's so weird. Oh, he's so adorable. Good pouncing. Uh-oh, there he goes. He's definitely getting bigger. as you can see. I have him in a different room, you may notice, so that I can, this is my office, and so if I have him in here with me, then I don't always have to bring a teen over with him, and I can maybe get some work done. Maybe. His whiskers have been breaking off, I think for the same reason that his fur is growing in white. I think because he was so sick. I think they all grew in really brittle at a certain point because they're all kind of breaking off at the same point. He only has one eyebrow whisker right now. Very adorable. He may look less white, but he is still pretty white. Whoa. This is his bad stump. Left one is the one that's doing the worst, but I think his right one is a little sore from all the stretching. Where are you going? Definitely tough sometimes. We had a tough day today with the stretching. Just it's hard to. He had lots of muscle spasms and I've asked if that means we should take it a little slower. But and he was pretty unimpressed with the cart. So we have our good days and our bad days, but it's definitely worth it to try everything possible at this stage while there is still a possibility of saving his knee function, because that will greatly improve his quality of life long term. Even if we can just save one knee, it's better than none. Because if you imagine walking with your knee without being able to bend your knee, and then without being able to bend your ankle, so you're basically just walking from your hip, that's kind of what the only option will be if I can't save his knee function. So that, or we amputate further up so that he has less stumpage. because it's really raining out there. I was waiting for a lull in the rain to run across the street, but might not happen. What caused his knees to hyperextend? Physics, basically. So if a regular cat leg is kind of a Z shape, or a Z if you're Canadian, but a Z shape, and the reason it's like that is to be a shock absorber. And so the foot, the foot goes toward the front, and then the knee, I mean, it's designed very intelligently to absorb shock. So with missing the foot part, then the tibia becomes de facto his foot, which in a way makes it look more natural it makes it look like it looks pretty natural when you see him walking like that, because you expect to see a foot pointing forward and an ankle bent at that angle. But it's only because there's no foot there to absorb the shock, and so his tibia is acting as a foot, and his knee is acting as an ankle. And I can't imagine it's terribly comfortable, although he certainly manages just fine. I don't think long term that's going to be a good thing for him. Good pouncing. Oh, that's exciting. So unfortunately, the time that he's out of any sort of device is just reinforcing the hyperextension. But keeping anything that is not externally attached, keeping like a splint, anything like that on has become increasingly difficult. One of the reasons is that he has a ton of extra skin, and the loose skin is not attached to anything. Like, it's not attached to the muscle or to the bone or anything like that. So it just kind of slides around, and he can retract his bone and his stump on the inside and just leave the loose skin. And so anything you put on just falls off, basically, because of the magic of extra loose skin. So, and then also because of where his amputations are, and because there are two of them and not just one, and because his knees don't bend properly, those are all the things that potentially could help. So if his knees bent properly, we could bend his knee, and then we would have more of an attachment point to tape something on, or to keep something on. But we can't do that because his knees don't bend. And taping things on and off will work for a short period of time, but the loose skin tends to get in the way of any sort of splinting device. So he it's easy to get the skin pinched in there, and then that's not fun for him. And then the tape pulls his hair out, and so that's not super fun. So it's just a whole series of challenges, and I appreciate all of the very creative ideas, and people have sent many very creative things that they have fabricated or that they have, you know, constructed out of all sorts of things. And I have tried all of them. Some of them have been useful a little bit, but not for long, because he kind of changes, and as he's growing, something will work one day and not work the next day. So anyway, it's definitely a process. It's not going to be easy. Yes, I will give him lots of kisses. You should, I have tried to take a video of him when he is, when he's in his biscuit making trance, because it's pretty adorable, and he has a really loud purr. But he does it really in the middle of the night, and it's so loud, and he does it for like hours, it seems like, just hours and hours, and he gets so into it, and he drools. But it's too dark to take any sort of video, so so one day I'll try to get a video of him, because it's pretty adorable. It's pretty adorable. He is very brave. He definitely is. He gets less frustrated than I do with trying all of these things and being thwarted time and time again. So he helps me, you know, keep with it. Like this morning. He's pretty, he's very wound up now, all of a sudden. Oh. He did actually have some snuggles with House Human yesterday, because I put him on the blanket, on his favorite furry blanket, and he was all relaxed and purring, and then I slid him over. I tricked him, and he discovered that he liked House Human. It's really raining now. Oh my God, you see his little cheeks. Oh, a pound. Oh. So anyway, Can you guys hear the rain coming down? It's like, I hope the roof doesn't start leaking again. I haven't fixed it yet. It is cold. It's definitely cold outside today. He does have tibia and fibula. So yeah, so I will try. I haven't had time to get the computer set back up, but I will try to do that so that I can add, so I can have him on the cam more. But I think that some of the therapy, the stretching time, would be difficult to watch. It's difficult for me to participate in sometimes at this stage, and so I don't know that you're missing anything by not seeing that part. It's kind of like physical therapy for anyone who has sustained a pretty significant injury. It's not pleasant. It's not easy. So, but you can see that he's taking it all in stride. He's doing fine. It's just, I think, watching those particular parts might be a bit difficult to watch for some of you. And since that is taking so many hours of every day, I'm trying to get a process worked out so that, I'm trying to get him used to the cart so he doesn't hate it as much. What are you doing over here? That is not for you. So anyway, it's just every day presents new challenges, and in other ways we make progress. So I suspect it will continue to be like that for the next weeks / months. But I think we'll know relatively quickly within the next couple of weeks whether he's making enough progress with his knees, or at least one of his knees. So, what do you do, buddy? Oh, let me visit his litter box. So anyway, thanks for watching. That's the update. Maybe I'll post this below the tip feed so that if people miss it, they can go back and watch it. And then I will switch you back over. I'll switch you back over to the tip cam. Oh, there he is. I will try to put T and Piney on the cam at some point, but I can't right now because of the aforementioned reasons. So I will try, but I don't know when. It's honestly like hours and hours. There's just it's good that the gala's done, but now it's just, you always think that maybe next week it'll be a little bit better, but I don't think it actually is going to get any better for probably a long time. So, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I'll try to do some stuff, but I know Kim and the other girls are posting videos and things, so hopefully that will keep you guys getting your Mr. T and Piney fix. And I know they have a Facebook page too. So that's good. So that's the latest. All right, back to tip cam.